I've got a thong in a G-string draped out of the side of the boo basket. We've lost the plot.
And the total cost was $810.
What? Orange toilet paper. Okay, so we need to have the matching aesthetic toilet paper to wipe our ass. The commitment to the aesthetic and the consumerism has gotten so bad, people now have seasonal appliances. Yes, you heard that right. This might be, unironically, the most frightening thing you'll see all Halloween. Look at these individually packaged marshmallows. No, I've had it. I'm done. I think that is the mantra for a lot of these people, is more is more. But when is it enough? Look, it's no secret. People love fall. They yearn for it. And people really seem to romanticize fall and think it's truly the best season ever. But my suspicion is that what people really love more than anything is actually shopping. The season of fall has turned into a major consumerist event where it seems like people sort of use the season as an excuse to do excessive shopping sprees and over-the-top house decorating. And of course, overconsumption, in my opinion, is behind all of it, okay? It plagues our seasonal shopping habits. In a surprise to no one, people are taking things to another level this year with the fall hauls. Let's start here. A lot of these videos that are going viral start with basically like a pile of crap. It's like, how much stuff can I fit into the frame type of thing. And a lot of them start out with an Alani Witch's Brew. Okay, we've already discussed the Alani Witch's Brew. It has a spell on people. It's truly shocking. This is like a lot of the content that you see these days.
It's fall time, y'all. Cheers! It's finally time to decorate for fall, so let's do this thing. Let's go!
So this is something that I've never seen before. The commitment to the aesthetic and the consumerism has gotten so bad, people now have seasonal appliances. Yes, you heard that right. They're switching out their appliances that they use year-round for more aesthetically pleasing ones that they put out during the fall. I've never seen this before. Where are we putting all of this stuff? Is a question that you'll ask yourself over and over as this video continues. Here's another one.
More is more when it comes to holiday decorating, and I'm doing kitchen for fall today. Really excited about this area above the cabinets where I can just go crazy. Let's do it.
Once again, we've got these sort of formulaic videos, right? We're starting with the Alani Witch's Brew. I've seen many videos like this at this point. They also have like this stuff piled on the counter, and it's, in my opinion, for like the shock value to kind of like bring you in, and it just shows how centered we are on things, because it's like the more stuff you have, the more your video will get picked up by the algorithm or whatever. It's like it rewards it. Interestingly, here she says more is more. And you know, I think that is the mantra for a lot of these people, is more is more. But when is it enough is the question.
Everything I got for my apartment for the fall. I did some big bucks. Getting my apartment ready for the fall.
Once again, starting the video with the shock value of having all of these huge bags to showcase how much stuff that was purchased, which is just crazy. She says, I do one of these every single year. Like, you know, the nature of seasonal decor is not doing massive decor hauls every single year.
Here, I always do a really, really big, like, fall Christmas decoration shopping, and I recently did this one, and this is the most I've ever gotten, so I'm just gonna show you guys everything I got for my apartment for fall time.
Most I've ever gotten, okay? It's always escalating. Feels like these people have to kind of outdo themselves from last year in order to get people intrigued, and I think that's a problem, right? Like for them, and also from a viewer standpoint of like, we're constantly trying to up the ante.
First, I got these little, like, wheat looking things. They smell like a pumpkin patch, and I'm gonna put these like on my TV stand and one of them in my bathroom. And I've never gotten one of these before, but I thought that they looked really like fallish.
What? I'm sorry, but the bundle of wheat is just sending me over the edge for some reason. Like, it's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. This is landfill core, the things that we're buying. Like, it doesn't even really make sense. It's awful, truly. So another thing that I've observed is that the influencers and the stores seem to be pressuring people to shop earlier and earlier for the holidays, okay? So now we have people who are actually shopping in summer for Halloween, which is end of October. Take a look at this.
So I did a thing, and I shopped in July for Halloween decorations, which
July.
I never have done before because this is my first time ever having my own apartment. So that's my excuse to actually buy all the decorations I want. So I'm going to do a rapid fire because I have, I think, 8 bags here full of all Halloween 2025 home good stuff.
8 bags of decor. It's excessive. It's not normal.
Specifically only from Home Goods. I didn't go to any other stores, and I'm not gonna, because this year we're saving money. We're not, I mean, this is not saving money, but we're not gonna go to all these stores. No, we just one-stop shop. If I find what I find, I find what I find.
She kind of acknowledged it, but the irony here is that she's saying, you know, look, we're trying to save money. We only went to Home Goods. Here's the reality. If you are truly trying to save money, you will never step foot in a Marshall's, a Home Goods, a TJ Maxx, any of those places. There is nothing that you need at these places. Truly. They are junk stores, in my opinion. And here's the other thing that she kind of says. I'm pointing this out because a lot of people who are deep in overconsumption tell themselves, like, if I only go to one store, then I'm saving money. Home Goods is interesting because you can't really find what you're looking for there. And it's a lot of impulse shopping. Like, you can't go to Home Goods with something specific in mind and like know you're gonna find it there because it's a bunch of random stuff thrown on the shelves. Truly, the best way to go about acquiring seasonal decor on a budget, let's say, is to thrift it. Do Facebook marketplace type of stuff, go to garage sales, things like that. Like, that's really the best way to do it. Home Goods is full of overpriced junk, and you already are seeing a lot of the overpriced junk in this video, just from this like snapshot, okay?
I'm all ready for a July Halloween haul. I'm gonna show y'all everything that I have purchased so far and what stores they're from. First thing are these lanterns. They light up. I'm gonna put this on my porch, I think, or maybe by my mantle, but I love the bats and the stars. I thought they were really fun.
So once again, we've got the holiday decor haul in July. It's very early. One thing I want to point out here is she said, I don't know where this is gonna go. This might go on my patio, this might go in our living room, whatever. You know, I see this as sort of a problem because when you're shopping for holiday home decor, it's good to be intentional about what you're buying. And you should really have like a vision. And if you're gonna buy something, you should pretty much know exactly where it's gonna go. And you also need to think, am I going to use this season after season, right? And I think a lot of the problem when you shop for something like, let's say in July, okay, Summerween or whatever they call it, it's kind of tough, especially if you're somebody who's prone to following trends, which, you know, a lot of people are these days. It just is what it is. It's hard to predict what the trend that year will be. So if you're shopping all the way in July and then you start seeing fall content rolling out in September, you might potentially be stuck with a bunch of stuff that you didn't actually want. These stores are putting a lot of pressure on people to shop early and, you know, buy stuff in July, but then people also start buying stuff in September. They start buying stuff in October because they're excited for the season. So it turns out that they're shopping months and months in a row for holiday decor when they maybe would have just shopped 1 month. So there's a lot of subconscious pressure that's placed on us as consumers by these companies by putting their stuff out so far in advance. I mean, I'm sure you're probably already seeing Christmas stuff out. Just something that I've noticed. And look, not only have the fall hauls been in swing since July, but the boo baskets are back this year. Let's take a look at what a boo basket is if you don't know.
Go to Target and build a boo basket. If you didn't know what a boo basket was, it's basically a basket where you put really cute spooky season fall finds in them, and then you can gift them to other people or just buy them for yourself because it's nice to treat yourself sometimes too.
So look, I'm gonna give a disclaimer here before I start tearing into the boo basket, okay? Because I like the idea of a boo basket. Like, I have trouble criticizing really and commenting on boo baskets because they're essentially gifts, right? A lot of time it's people like parents that are gifting them to their kids. I like the idea of gifts, right? Like, I love the idea of being thoughtful. Do I want to encourage people to think about other people? I absolutely do. I love it, in fact. But I don't think that the way to show thoughtfulness has to be through consumption. So this is an example right here of like a smaller basket, boo basket, okay? But of course, people take things way too far.
Let's do a boo basket haul from my best friend. Frick her exes.
People are doing bigger and bigger boo baskets. They're like getting more and more stuff. It always escalates. Like overconsumption is such a slippery slope because it just feels like things spiral out of control so fast. And you know, I think that one of the things that I dislike about boo baskets and like the trend of boo baskets is that it puts a lot of pressure on people's loved ones, family members to get them boo baskets. You know, because it's like my boyfriend didn't get me a boo basket, my friend didn't make me a boo basket, they must hate me, right? I must be a lame-o with no friends. Once again, there's other ways to show thoughtfulness and care other than consumption and buying a bunch of junk, okay? So for those reasons, I don't love some of what I'm seeing, okay? Where people are kind of saying like, my boyfriend hates me. I'm showing this to my boyfriend. Like if somebody naturally does this for you, then great. But if they don't, you need to still be okay with that. It shouldn't be the end of the world.
Gianna got me a boo basket. How insane this looks.
What that means it's the coffees because you don't know how to wake up in the morning.
You know me too well, girl. Holy, how much did this cost?
Like $6, $7.
Making my bestie a $500 boo basket.
Yeah, so it's out of control. They kind of originally started as like, okay, here's a couple little things, maybe $20 boo basket, you know. A boo basket should never be $500. There's a pair of Uggs in there. It's just too much. People are spending way too much. And you know, here's a side of overconsumption that I don't think people talk about enough. I want you to consider that icky sort of feeling you get from overconsumption and having too many things and being like surrounded in clutter, okay? Which, you know, I think a lot of us have felt before. That same feeling can be felt by the recipient of a boo basket of random junk that you found because you were trying to follow a theme and you weren't shopping intentionally for things that you knew that they would actually like. So, you know, it could actually create sort of a feeling of like, ugh, where am I going to put all this crap? You know, and like, look, people, they're never going to say that to you, but I'm just saying like, consider that that is an actual thing.
I am screaming. This is already looking insanely good.
Look at all this stuff. Look at all of this stuff. Like I said, it's never ending. It's never ending.
I got the biggest pink basket I could find. Hopefully everything fits. I also got her the Ninja blender in pink.
A blender? A blender. The boo basket trend started off with like, it's a small little thing. It's just a couple little teeny little things, maybe some candy, maybe a mug, maybe some socks. Now it's turned into, we're giving people household appliances. Huh?
Oh my gosh, it's cute.
It doesn't even make sense.
I also got her this Polaroid camera because she loves taking pictures.
This is expensive stuff, right? Like we've got a whole, I can see a full perfume, full-size perfume in here. Ceramics, we've got new Victoria's Secret pajamas, we've got nice blankets, minimum $20. It adds up.
We are literally stuffing this to the brim.
To the brim.
The dog toys won't fit anywhere, so I'm just gonna cut them off and stuff them like inside.
They don't fit.
Now I want to drape these over the side.
Okay, now look, I don't know who this is for, but I do think it's gone maybe a step too far if we're gifting a boo basket with underwear hanging off. They're draped off the side. I've got a thong and a G-string draped out of the side of the boo basket. We've lost the plot if we've got underwear hanging out of the boo basket. What are we thinking? Who is this for?
That's so cute.
Huh? Like we're styling the underwear hanging out of the side. What are we thinking? Oh my.
No, there's a spider on my Valentino perfume. Oh no. Okay, forget anything I've ever said before. This is my ultimate dream basket. I am dead. Literally. So what I'm learning is my boyfriend's never loved me because why have I never received a gift this amazing?
See, this is kind of tying into what I was saying, where it's like, wow, my boyfriend doesn't love me if he doesn't get me a boo basket with underwear hanging out the freaking side. We're putting pressure on people to buy stuff and buy junk. Now it's like everybody has to participate in this, otherwise they don't love us, you know? No, let's not go down that route, please.
And the total cost was $810.
What? Almost $1,000 boo basket. The consumerism is so grotesque at this point.
Send your boyfriends to me, ladies. I got you. But also, you don't need a man. I am actually selling spooky blind baskets for Halloween. So,
oh, perfect. Okay.
So if you like this and want a smaller version for just $50, go pre-order them right now on my website.
This is insane to me. We're turning overconsumption trends and like boo baskets, right? The inception of the idea is to do a thoughtful gift for the holidays for someone you love. And you go out and you physically pick it out. But now it's being outsourced. It's being monetized where you can buy them, a pre-made one, for someone that you love. Huh? We're losing it. It reminds me so much of, I did a video recently, like a back to school overconsumption one, and a mom pulled out notes for her kids' lunch that were like pre-written out. She had purchased them on, Amazon or something, I'm assuming. And I'm thinking like the sentiment is gone, right? We're losing the connection that we make. We're losing the plot when we do stuff like this.
Or send your man to do that. This is just the beginning of Boo Basket season. Happy gifting!
This isn't the only seasonal trend that people have been monetizing, okay? We now have porch decoration services, okay? So you don't have to do it yourself anymore. Someone will come and decorate for you.
This is the second year we hired a porch pumpkin decorating service. We use the Pumpkin Dispatch. They're amazing. They're a family business and they service so many areas around Nashville. Let's go see what they did.
Like they kill it every year.
There's something dystopian about like going out to your porch and being surprised by what your porch decorators have come up with. Like there's no sentiment behind it. There's no self-expression. There's no individuality. There's no creativity. Your house is sort of a reflection of you. Like I live here, we live here. This is an expression of who we are. And it's completely lost when you have somebody else doing this for you. The fun of it is doing it yourself. This is crazy.
Did not love the more moodier ribbon they did this year. Those are my faux white mums. They were an investment, but I love that I can use them every year. Oh my god, these are so magical. And then this year they added some over here and over there.
This is so fun, and I feel like it's gonna be even more fun when we have kids. Last year, all the neighborhood kids loved to come see the pumpkins. Did order some wreaths for the door, so we're gonna see if we can add a little something, but I don't want it too much to like take away from the magic.
Overconsumption has destroyed our individuality, our creativity, our self-expression. I've said it many, many times, but to me, this is it, right? This is how it manifests. This is what it looks like. I don't know what to say. I don't.
Say we're ready for fall, at least outside.
We styled Taylor Frankie Paul's porch. So here we go. We have another porch decorating service. I just can't believe this is happening. Like, honestly, I cannot believe that this is like a real thing. It's just like interesting because it seems like people care less about like the tradition of porch decorating and like the fun sort of like holiday, this is what we do during the holidays. This is like, I can't wait. Every year I wait to like decorate my house. And it's more so, I feel like, about impressing other people. It just feels like a contest these days of who can fill their houses inside and out with the most amount of junk. And speaking of junk, the stores seem to have a never-ending supply of junk.
I'm aware that it's still only early September, but something about all the Halloween decorations I've seen so far, they just are not doing it for me this year. And I don't know what's going on because Halloween's my favorite time of year. It's my baby's first Halloween. Last year I didn't really participate because I was super pregnant. But 2 to 3 years ago, I was feral. I was out like every day at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross.
Every day we're out at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross. The holy trinity, really, okay, of overpriced, overconsumption junk. Landfill core, if you will. It just kind of makes me laugh because she's like, what's going on this year? This year just feels different, guys. And it's kind of like, well, it's every year. I hate to say it, there's junk in there every year. Not a whole lot's changing. I will say, to her credit, it is getting worse, for sure. Like, the quality is going down, 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 because they know people will buy whatever slop they put on the shelves.
I was bringing home stuff left and right. I couldn't get enough of the decorations, and I don't know what it is this year. Somebody please chime in and tell me I'm not alone, and it's not me, and it's just the decor sucks.
It says, literally, who is buying this and not just throwing it away after the season? What the overconsumption? It's like the ugliest, worst horror junk that you could ever imagine. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Kind of makes me sad. I'm like, no one wants to buy that. I feel sorry for it. It's horrible. I went to Michael's. I wanted a fall pumpkin, a styrofoam fall pumpkin, but I obviously cannot afford a styrofoam fall pumpkin. Okay, let's see how much this is. Before we look at the price, what do you think this should cost? What would you think a styrofoam fall pumpkin should cost? Styrofoam, poorly painted fall pumpkin. If you guessed $80, you're right. $115 Canadian. Huh? Help. We need help if we're pricing it like that. Styrofoam, pumpkin, $80. I can't do this. I'm enraged. We should all be enraged. Look at, okay, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Look down below. Okay, look right here. That is the top of a styrofoam pumpkin that has fallen off. An $80 pumpkin and the stem has fallen off. It's laying on the ground. For $80, the stem should be gold, solid gold. Okay, seriously. And look, you know what's concerning to me? There's only 2 pumpkins in there. That makes me think somebody actually bought this slop. Literally, look at it. The horror. Look at how it's painted.
I'm pretty sure today's the day my boyfriend's gonna break up with me because I need this skeleton. It's glow in the dark. It's under $200 and it would be so cute.
Like, same expression. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, don't buy that. Like, please. This is awful. It's genuinely awful. $150. Please, people.
In the front yard. Look at these little
Summerween melted ice cream skeleton. What are we thinking? It's a trap. You know, it's like, okay, for the people that want to celebrate Halloween all year round, you've now got Summerween, you've got Springween, you've got Winterween. You have Winterween. A Winterween boo basket. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, it's so niche. None of this stuff is going to be usable beyond 1 month of the year. Right now, it's not even. It's just so horrible. It's awful. This is disturbing. I don't know what to say.
I need ice cream cone. The bats photo, I would literally have this up all year
guys,
round. We're buying this.
You can make this yourself. It's cardboard cutout bats.
It can go in the living room. Wait, these are so cute.
You can paint this, like, and that's the point. By the way, I just want to give you the backstory because I have to do this. This derived from a trend, a social media trend last year where people were painting their own ghosts onto everything. Like, that's where it's coming from, okay? And by the way, a lot of this stuff is AI slop. Okay, it is. It's not worth your money. Do it yourself. Make it yourself. It's so much more meaningful than buying it at Home Goods. Home Goods is the most aimless store to wander around. I don't even know what the hell is in this store. If I find something, I find something, okay? It is not the place that you go if you want to intentionally shop for stuff, okay? You have no fucking clue what you're gonna find.
These little cakes are cute.
I mean, what?
Wait, I almost...
Halloween cake. Decor. Where are we putting this, guys? Once again, this is the same trend that was going around last year, and then they're like, hey, I can monetize this.
I guess we're doing spooky black and gold. They have Stanleys here.
Of course.
That's crazy.
Of course.
What is this even for?
What is this even for? I mean, what can you fit in that exactly? The best part is that it's insulated. As if it doesn't take 2 sips to drain that thing, but we got to keep it cold. Like, I just don't understand what we're doing anymore. And people are buying them, apparently.
I think people's mindset have already very drastically changed when it comes to Halloween decor. I love Halloween, and I used to do Halloween decor hunting vlogs, but I noticed something different this year, especially because I'm not doing them, is that people aren't shopping this stuff. And when somebody said when you look at it all together, it just screams landfill.
Oh, this will be in a landfill. It's really sort of like just depressing when you think about it. And you're just looking at this and you're just like, no one's buying it. It's going to sit here and then it's just going to go to waste. And it's sad.
I'm afraid that's correct. Don't get me wrong. There's some cute things here and there. But what is this?
It's so bad and they just don't care. They sell this at full price. Any other place with like integrity, this would be marked down. Okay, this looks like a child painted it. Probably because they did. It's not good. It's a wake-up call that they're okay with selling this crap to people and that people are buying it. It's full price too.
Everything is such poor quality, and I heard from a birdie they are actually buying factory rejects so they can make more money, and the prices have gone up. And it's all the big box stores, and it's all of the items.
That's juicy. If true, which, you know, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Bad paint jobs. And I've seen people repaint these really, really good, but I don't want to give the store money thinking I'm happy with this.
It's sad that people are even having to do that. That's become a huge trend where people are repainting the crap at the stores, you know, especially in Christmas too, like people repainting nutcrackers because it's done so poorly. I just don't even know what to say anymore.
It's just a wooden block with a picture. This is so easy to make yourself, and they're all like dirty and scuffed up. Yeah, the viral ghost walking its dog that people were like fist fighting over last year, they had a ton of them.
Wait, what? People were fist fighting over this?
Nobody cared. Why? Because they're overpriced, they're poorly made, and the paint job is awful. All these stores are absolutely overflowing with Halloween. It's like half the store, but the quality is so poor, and they're just throwing whatever they can possibly think of together and calling it a fun decoration when a lot of it is just junk. And I don't think people care anymore because nobody at this store on a busy weekend was shopping the Halloween.
I think that a lot of people are waking up, which is true, which is great. We love to see that. But, you know, I think once you see Marshalls and Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross, you know, all these places for what they truly are, which is ugly, okay? It's very sobering and you'll never see it the same way again. I feel like all it takes is just that one moment where you're like, oh God, this is junk, isn't it? Like, this is junk. You never go back, which is so great. But, you know, I think a lot of people are having that, and then look at what's going on.
And they were filled with the popular products.
Come with me to Target to check out all the new great fall goodies. Just kidding, all of this stuff is bull. Really sorry. If you were looking for like a really cute haul video of all of this stuff, that's not what you're getting here.
It's so bad. I don't even know what I'm looking. Like, I honestly don't even know what half this stuff is. Like, what it's for, I have no clue.
This is all ending up in a landfill in one or two directions, okay? The direction one is you buy it, you use it for like 2 to 3 years, and then you donate to Goodwill. Nobody buys it, it goes in the garbage. Direction two, it never gets bought. Target clearances it out, nobody ever buys it because it's bullshit.
The paint
and
job.
then it ends up going to a landfill directly from Target. Isn't that awesome? Hey.
You know where else I see a lot of this stuff end up? The thrift stores. It feels like this stuff gets tossed around for a while, doesn't sell at one of the bigger stores, so then Target ends up with it, and then another store ends up with it, Home Goods ends up with it, and then it just goes to a landfill.
If we all stop buying all of this cheapy bullshit, Target will stop making it. Nobody needs any of this stuff. I get it's cute. I get it's like an impulse buy.
It's just not even cute though anymore. It's just not. What am I looking at? What is this?
Oh, so look at this pillow with a light. No. In 2 years, you're gonna look at this and be like, why the hell did I buy this? Don't need themed sponges, okay? If you are going to buy holiday decor, buy quality, long-lasting holiday decor.
Here's the thing. I totally agree with this, like buy quality, long-lasting, but it's like, where do you even find that? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where would I even go? Where would I even look? Because I feel like even the, you know, big stores, like the nice stores, they're not even making good stuff either. So it's like, what's a gal to do? And I think it's just kind of like, look, I'm just not going to do decor. I just don't even know what to say. To me, if you're asking me, unsolicited opinion, just go classic. Get classic stuff that can be used year after year and really just be minimal about it. Don't do stuff with all this, you know, speckling on it. That's going to go out of style. Just do classic.
Because this little trinkety bullshit is not it.
$5 for that.
Definitely guilty of it, but overconsumption and overproduction in this country is so bad that September 7th and there's already half an aisle of Halloween clearance stuff. Let's see what's marked down and by how much.
September clearance already. And by the way, I can see stuff, okay, because people were fist fighting over it last year. Okay, I see it right there on the shelf. The Hello Kitty pumpkins, ceramic stuff. Okay, it's on the clearance already because they didn't sell it last year. It's shocking.
These skeletons holding cauldrons used to be $35, now $28. Giant candles used to be $39,
Still
now
too much.
$32. This carousel isn't on sale yet, but I vividly remember seeing it last year for at least, I think, 10 to 20 less. I can't remember exactly.
So wait a minute. Last year they were whatever, let's say $15. And now this year the price is up. Crazy because they were here last year. For all we know, they were probably sitting in the back of the store. And they just put them back on the shelf but up the price. I mean, it's a crime.
Price gouging is insane and they can try to blame tariffs, but I think they're overestimating how much the average American is willing to spend on decorations. TJ Maxx and Marshalls and Home Goods especially, I've caught them pricing over existing prices, like 2 stickers. And what you get when you overprice things is things going to the clearance rack because they're not selling.
It's just junk. It's crap. It's not classic. It's not timeless. It's too niche. It's too trendy. It's also not displayed well. Like, it's not organized. Okay, they're chipped and falling apart.
Look, a pillow on clearance. Yep, was $35, now $28. Are you seeing this in your stores? Let me know.
I have a sneaking suspicion that this year there's going to be a lot of trouble with Halloween decor. And that's because this is not the Halloween section in the home goods. This is the clearance aisle that the overstock had to take over. They're still bringing out all of these, and these shelves are full. It's all very micro trend based, and to me,
the pink hat, I don't know.
Looking up close at some of these, you see all of like the markings of the glue and the paint.
Yes.
Look at that. There's like dripping right there.
Yep.
All in all, I am predicting an insane holiday clearance shopping season this year. It was already kind of bad last year. The clearance was crazy. My stockpile from last year, if y'all followed me, y'all got so much stuff for 90% off. I still haven't paid for soap, body wash, candles, any home essentials cleaner because of those clearance sales. This year, less people are buying stuff. I think it's going to be crazy. So y'all really should stay tuned. I'm keeping up to date with all of it.
Look, this is my take. If you see something painted horribly and the glue is showing and, even if you love it, don't buy it because it's shameful. These companies need to do better. They cannot get away with selling this crap to people. Seriously. It's just downright wrong. But luckily, people are waking up to the overconsumption.
I am so over the overconsumption. Okay, it's literally making my skin crawl. I feel like I go online and all I see is just people just buying new stuff to stay on trend. And especially with it being fall, I just want to show you guys, this is the only fall decor I have in my house. And this is the only thing, okay? And we got it from Ryan's mom. It's gonna go out on my porch like this.
That's all you need sometimes, because I really think that the fall essence, the fall spirit, you cannot acquire it through consumption. Like I said, people love to romanticize fall. What they're really doing is they love shopping. What makes fall so great is really just going out and going to a pumpkin patch, carving a pumpkin, not going out and buying junk and crap.
If you already have stuff and you want to put it out every season, great. Or you want to buy a few things and then you're going to reuse them every year, great. But you do not need to go to Target. You don't need to go to Target. You don't need to go to Home Goods. You don't need to go buy all the new things and have trendy, up to date every single season. The overconsumption is actually making me want to just
It's so true, because it is such a visceral, guttural feeling of I want to jump out of my own skin. I don't like having this much stuff. I have too much. And seeing other people do it, it's anxiety inducing, it's panic inducing, it's just chaos, it's clutter. It doesn't feel good. No part of this feels good.
I hate it, okay? So I'm an influencer, okay? And this is the only thing. It's literally rinky dink, okay? And it's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's that time of year where it's fall and everyone's decorating, blah, blah, blah. I think it's so frustrating when I see all these ads of just junk. It's just so much crap. I can't even find high quality decor anymore. It all looks like crap. It all looks like it was mass produced. It's not cute. It's not unique. I'm missing out on the experience of finding a well-made product.
I'm concerned that they don't even exist anymore. I know it's cynical, but who's making quality stuff? I don't even know where to look. If I were looking, which I'm not, how do they keep getting away with this? It says, am I the only one? Whenever I see these Home Goods and TJ Maxx Halloween hauls, I instantly think that's a bunch of junk. Am I just broke, or did I break free of overconsumption? You broke free, and congratulations to you. You know what? It's freeing. You know what feels really good too? Not to be bamboozled out of your money that you worked hard for. Buying little trinkets and ceramics that have paint smeared all over the side, and it's, all messed up and it's outside the lines, and we got hot glue, dripping down the side. It's dreadful. When you finally realize that most of this stuff is pure junk, it will only drain your bank account and end up in the garbage. Yep. I don't know, there's something so off-putting, I guess and truly because I've said it, but many times before, I've been on my own journey with overconsumption and buying stuff like this. And I used to enjoy a good peruse of Home Goods and different things like that. But there's something now that I've got more clarity in my life where there's something very off-putting about the setup of all of this, where it's all just piled on top of each other and intermixed and mingled, and you can't even pull it out. It's like Jenga. Look at all this. Let's say I want the stuff on the bottom. Well, if I pull it out, all the stuff's gonna fall down. Like a house of cards. So it's off-putting. I don't like to see all of this stuff piled on top. I don't even know where to look.
I just want to remind everyone that you do not need everything you think you need for fall. New bags, new boots, new jackets, new coats, new Uggs, new Sambas. I don't know what it is about fall, but we always feel like we need new everything. I'm not sure if it's our subconscious from back to school days, but the impulse spending, the overconsumption, the shopping addiction, it always hits so much harder in the fall.
That's a good point. I don't really consider that kind of connection between back to school. Maybe it is sort of just a continuation of the back to school because, you know, we've discussed this before. Like there's a phenomenon that happens with back to school where people just let loose and they're like, I got to get everything I can to like put on, you know, put my best foot forward for the school year and different things. Like I do think that there is some of that ingrained in us and there is an element that we need to break free from. You know, I think fall is going to be one of the hardest battles we as a society face in terms of fighting back against overconsumption, okay, and the urges to buy during the fall season and like consume fall things. You know, there's just so much stuff to buy and like it's so intertwined with the season. It's almost synonymous with fall. It's like, okay, I'm going to buy stuff. I'm going to do big hauls. I'm going to go buy a bunch of new home decor. I'm going to do my hot chocolate bar. I'm going to do my purse restock station, whatever. It is interesting. There's a lot of advertising dollars during the fall season, especially in like the last 2 quarters of the year. There's a massive push to get us to buy.
If you are looking to be a financially responsible girl, I would just think twice before impulsively spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on new items that will just go out of style again in a year.
So true.
90s Halloween decor is the only acceptable way that I will be decorating for Halloween this year. There will be no pink, no blue, no glitter. I want my home to feel very nostalgic, very 90s, very early 2000s Halloween.
Let's talk about some fall trends. She's kind of acknowledging here like no pink, no glitter, none of the stuff that was popular in the last couple years. I think there's a problem with the idea of decorations and the trends around them changing year to year. And, you know, based on what people see on social media, it makes it feel like their past decorations that they bought are like unusable, right? Because the whole idea is that they are reusable. You reuse them every single year. Okay. And you see stuff like this where she's like, look, I'm only doing 90s theme. Okay. Which, you know, of course, trends are cyclical. So if you wait long enough, your stuff will come back into style. But really, we should all just be buying stuff that we like and we know will go the distance. Timeless stuff, not shopping for trends in our seasonal decor. I think this whole idea makes people feel like every year they have to buy new stuff to fit into the trend of whatever it is that year, instead of just using the stuff that they have that is perfectly fine and usable.
Want lots of orange, black, purple. Want that whole vibe. Today, we're just gonna go to a bunch of different stores. We're gonna see what we can find that matches that vibe.
Target 90s collection. Okay, Target's coming out with this, you know, nostalgia bait, you know, be very careful by the way, because a lot of people are doing this whole like nostalgia thing, trying to get you to buy stuff to try to relive those times. Okay, it's very intentional that these stores are doing this. Okay, that every year it seems like the stores come out with a completely new, different, trendy collection than they had the year prior. A lot of stores don't even carry sort of like classic stuff anymore because they want you to buy year after year. That's my tinfoil hat theory about all of this stuff, truly. Just buy whatever fits your own personal aesthetic. If you know that you love something specific, you love classic, please buy that only. Do not try to get involved with these little trends. Don't do Hello Kitty riding a broomstick wearing a pink hat with glitter all over it. Like, just do stuff that fits into your own personal style that you love and you know will last. Yeah. You know, people's obsession with fall is deeply intertwined with consumerism and overconsumption. We really need to refocus on what makes fall so special. Because in my opinion, the real reason that people actually love fall is because they have good memories tied to the season. Whether that be how they felt trick-or-treating when they were young, okay, watching football on Sunday with your parents, Thanksgiving dinner with your family, going out and getting a coffee with a friend, things like that. There are so many positive memories associated with fall that people try to recapture through consumption, when in reality, that's not actually where they derived. You can hardly ever recall the things that you bought, but you can always remember the time that you spent with others making meaningful connections. And in my opinion, we should all prioritize those human connections over filling our homes and our spaces with just junk. So yeah, those are my thoughts on all of the fall overconsumption that we're seeing on social media. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I'm posting. And then also hit the like button if you do enjoy these types of overconsumption videos, and I'll make sure to do more of them. So anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Every single trend you've ever seen related to overconsumption and chronic consumerism is present here. Orange toilet paper. Okay, so we need to have the matching aesthetic toilet paper to wipe our ass. because they love fall. Okay, and what better way to prove that you love fall than doing a purse restock station specifically for fall? What? Fall floss minis. Not 3, not 4, 20 fall nail files. And we've got Touchland because it's always there. It's always there. I just want to be very clear. It's never going to be used, ever. It's going to sit in here until they take everything out and they do the Christmas per station restock. Then we have the fall bog bag restock. It's basically like a bag that looks like a crock that you can stick all these attachments into. You buy them, they're very expensive. These bags are very expensive. And it's just a consumerism trap to get you to buy accessories, gadgets, gizmos galore. I don't know how else to describe it. It's insanity. Fall blanket. Where are you going? Touchland. All of this being open for the first time as well. Okay. What? This is the part that really sends me over the edge because we've got a Lonnie New, perfect size for a Lonnie New Witch's Brew. At what point do we look in the mirror and say, I've got a problem? This is where I draw the line. When you have an attachment on your bog bag for a Lonnie New Witch's Brew. I've had enough. Who are these people? If I saw somebody walking around like this, I don't know what I would do. I'd be scared out of my mind. This might be, unironically, the most frightening thing you'll see all Halloween, is somebody walking around with a bog bag decked out to the brim with mini pumpkins rolling around, a Lonnie Witch's Brew on the side, Stanley Cup on deck with all the attachments, all of the upgrades. Like, we've got a fully loaded bog bag here, people. Spooky car restock. We got to do a spooky car restock. We have to restock our car. We need our car where nobody's going to see what's in here except for me. It needs to be all thematically fall. Spooky shaped bandages. Pumpkin Band-Aids. I just wonder, how often is this happening? None of this stuff's ever been used. Touchland, of course. Spooky s'mores fondue. By the way, not to be understated, look at all the junk in the back. And it is junk, okay? Junk. Look at these individually packaged marshmallows. I've had enough. No, I've had it. I'm done. It's just too far. Snoopy individually packaged. And look at all the excess plastic. Okay, look. Wow. And we've got more marshmallows. We need, multiple kinds apparently. How have we fallen so far? But then we've got all this like insanity. We're making brains. We're putting in non-edible glitter spiders into our ice cube molds because we've lost the plot. If this does not illustrate to you that these people are not actually using any of this crap that they're doing, that they're making. This looks like an atomic substance, like a biohazard type of, it's neon. This is beyond neon. It's almost so bright my eyes don't register how bright this is. Like it's blinding. Okay, they're not using this stuff. I mean, you should know this because you're watching this and you're like, oh, are people like actually using these like ice cube things? I think even somebody one time admitted that they did a bunch of ice cube making videos and they're like, yeah, I never actually used those ice cubes. It's dumb. It's dumb, but it's like, look, I just don't even know what to say anymore. Fall movie night snack board. It's a smorgasbord. But it's like, guys, do you know that you can actually watch a movie without doing all this crap? The nerd balls not flying around your house, like all over. That's not gonna stay on the board. Okay, it's just not. And we all know it, you know it. I know it. Okay, let's not pretend. The nerd balls are flying around. And I just watch a movie. Just watch a movie. Eat it out of the bag if you have to. Okay, I know that might seem crazy, but like, let's just do that. Let's not partake any of this nonsense anymore.